Environmental advocacy. I often come across with this word environmental advocacy because I often heard it in speeches, in campaigns, and I often read it in columns, in newspapers. This is the byword of all those calling themselves environmental advocates. In ERM 252, environmental advocacy has been given a new, fresher, and deeper meaning. The modules, including the additional references and readings, is rich with theories that upscale whatever little understanding I have with the words environmental advocacy. Modules 1 to 3 discusses the framework of environmental advocacy. I take a special interest in Module 3 because I've come face to face with some beliefs or actions that I thought personally was insignificant. But in reality, it has a tremendous impact in shaping future beliefs or morals of the younger generation. Modules 4 to 8 talks about the approaches and strategies in environmental advocacy. In my line of work, we often use the IEC or the information, education, communication approach. Although in carrying out these programs and projects, the C is often mistakenly called campaign. In Module 5, it talks about social marketing approach. I came to realize that it is important for the people to buy the idea that we're talking about. I never thought of this idea before. I thought that if they were listening to us, giving the presentations on during orientations and seminars, they automatically believe what we are saying or what they are hearing from us. The challenge is how to assess or evaluate the effectiveness of these strategies. Module 7 opened a window for us, distance learners, to know each other even for a very short time. I had an awesome encounter with my group mates when we were doing our group project in this module. In this module, I came to embrace once again my cultural heritage, its significance, and the challenge it faced to survive. I learned that behind the success of modern technology are the indigenous practices and knowledge of our forefathers. Modules 9 and 10 challenges us to craft a simple action plan following the guidelines or key elements presented in the module. And lastly, Module 11 challenges us to think what lies ahead of our environmental advocacies. Studies have shown us valid data and facts reflecting the worsening condition of our environment. The question is, do we ever think of ourselves, or are we even aware that we are in one way or another instigator of this worsening condition? I believe that unless the people face and accept in themselves the reality that we are not taking good care of our environment, that we are solely responsible for all that's happening around us, then the rally for change is still a long way to go. Change should start within. We cannot effect tangible solutions if advocacies are mere lip service. Our environment is our future, and it will look bleak if we don't do anything now. So, in my line of work, what can we do? First, the LGU should encourage public participation in programs and projects. Local government units are the forefront or the frontline service providers of the people. It is right and proper that all stakeholders be informed and consulted to whatever developmental projects the LGU is planning to do. be it privately owned or government operated. It is the mandate of the LGU to protect the welfare of the people. Hence, the people has the right to know the real purposes of this project. Second, the LGU through the local chief executive can coordinate with the academe, the DepEd, the state colleges and universities to include environmental education in their curriculum. There is a special education fund in the LGU which can be used to promote and build environmental awareness among the students. Every year, the LGU is also implementing the alternative learning system, and it can be used to create awareness among the out-of-school youth. Third, in all its environmental projects, the LGU should ensure the project's sustainability. Advocacy is not just one time, not just for a month or a year, but should be long-term to make sure it stays with the people. Lastly, I want to thank you, Madam Joanne, and my classmates for the wonderful sharing of ideas. I enjoyed reading all the commentaries posted in the portal. I learned a lot from them, and some of them I can use as references for future projects and programs. Before I end my presentation, let me just quote a saying from a very wise president. He said, "If we do not act now, then when? If it is not us, then who?" Merry Christmas to one and all, and may we have a future, a wonderful year ahead. Thank you very much.